You know what's bad about all these interviews I see? I see certain interviews that quote what I said. I think to myself, I ain't done no interviews. Where did this person get this information from? I'm hearing people saying AJ accepts 15 million to step aside. I ain't signed no contract. I ain't seen no contract. So as it stands, stop listening to the bullshit until it comes from me. I'm the man in control of my destiny. I'm the man that handles my business. I'm a smart individual and I make calculated decisions every step of the way. Don't listen to the bullshit from other sources. If I tell you something in the night,
Ooh, what's good, family? Shout out to my doggy Junior for showing love and supporting your man the YBs, no doubt. So we just heard there from your mans Anthony Zest Johnston. Damn, he big mad right now. But let me say this, listen, I give Zest some credit. Yeah? But what I will say is, I give you credit for having, it's a shame it's taken you this long to find some bass in your voice. Do you know what I'm saying? Fair play, listen, maybe I should have started roasting him 2 years ago. If I'd have known it took the YB to get on your back and start riding your little piece to get the bass back in your voice, that's one of them ones. Call me a liar. Have any of you man seen Zest Johnston as bassy as that? I haven't. Yeah? It's a shame. It's a shame you didn't have that kind of bass in your attitude when Usyk, Mr. Middleweight, was in there popping your eye. That's what you want to worry about what people are saying. And that's another thing as well. I'm not rating all of this indirect stuff. Johnston knows what it is. It's the YB. Because the only person who's actually quoted Johnston in my video yesterday, yeah, I put quotes on the picture. No one else ain't quoted. That article that, what's his name, wrote? What's the guy's name? Gareth A. Davis wrote an article, but he never quoted Zest Johnston. The only man to quote Zest Johnston is the YB. Yeah, and you can tell he's feeling it now. He's feeling it, and rightfully so. Yeah, in the title I wrote, and in quotes, I love money more than pride and more than something else. Yeah, essentially, I quoted Zest Johnston as accepting 50 million, taking money over pride, ego, and whatever else. Because that's essentially what we're talking about here with this step aside. Johnston loved the money, and the worst thing is, whilst I'm giving him a little piece of credit for finding some bass, really, this whole clapback wasn't really a clapback. Do you know what was missing from this? It's funny, I've had a whole bunch of zesty Johnston fans coming at me today. Oh, YB, you was telling lies. See, look, Zest is back. Look at the Zest. He all back now. He found a bass. He found his nuts. Even though he couldn't find no nuts against Ruiz, Mr. Blobby, even though he couldn't find no nuts no bass against Mr. Middleweight, he found a bass against the YB. Listen, Johnston, let me tell you this for free. This ain't no middleweight thing, yeah? I'll go in there and put one right on you and you'll back up again like you did against Usyk. You best believe that. I'll pop you right in your mouth and you'll go dancing off. You'll go practicing galloping like a horse. That's what you will be doing, 100%. But anyway, like I was saying, it's funny because a bunch of Zest Johnston fans have come up to me in the last 24 hours since I put the video out. Since I leaked the news that Johnston has accepted the 15 million step aside, a bunch of AJ fans came out when he put this video out saying, YB, look, you're wrong. Look, Zest this. Look at what Zest had to say. Yeah, YB, fake news, all this kind of stuff. But let me tell you about what we just heard there. In fact, let me tell you what we didn't hear. Yeah? Johnston didn't come out and say, wow, the videos YB been making is wrong. Yeah? I'm going in there to march straight forward against Usyk. There's no money on God's green earth you could pay me not to get in between Usyk's cheeks. He didn't say that. He said, stop misquoting me. Yeah? When I've signed a deal, I'll let you know. Oops. Do you understand? See the difference there? He didn't come out and in that video, he didn't shut down taking step aside. In fact, he actually co-signed step aside. He said, oh man, I make smart business decisions. And when I make the right business decision, I'm a businessman. And in fact, so when you actually read between the lines, this video, he's mad that I'm telling him what's going to happen. That's what he's mad about. He mad, that the YB 190 IQ is telling everyone. And don't forget, what do we know? In the last week, I'm the one who told you that AJ is going to accept 500 grand to step aside. I'm the one who told you that Team AJ put this big massive figure out to make it more acceptable. They couldn't come out and say, well, we're going to step aside for 500 grand, because people will be thinking, what, why are you going to do that for? Team AJ put out a massive figure to make it more acceptable. I've even seen the AJ fans. I had some funny style chick in my comment section talking about, well, YB, he's counting the bag, and we got to love the bag, and I love AJ getting the bag, and we're broken. Oh, bag. No, that's you. That's you funny style social media cats. Me, I've got more substance to me than just a bag. Yeah? Other things come in front of the bag. No doubt. So in me sitting here and trying to pocket watch and count other people's coins for him. Oh, but YB, we should be supporting AJ. It's a good business move. All that kind of stuff. Oops. Yeah? So wait a minute, your man Zest puts a video out complaining because he's mad. I've dropped the real news to everyone. I told you. Team AJ leaked, or Team AJ put out to the newspapers, oh yeah, 15 million, step aside. I then told you that number's fake. And that's why you've seen this video from AJ. He mad that I've pulled, I've pulled the veil off of it. I've told you, it's no 15 million. He's stepping aside because he's desperate for Fury to handle the middleweight for him. That's the facts. And that's why you're coming out saying, YB, why are you telling everyone the real truth that I'm shook to death? Yeah? Wait for me to tell you that I'm stepping aside. Because like I said, he could have come out today and I would have had a lot more respect. He could have come out with the same bass, yeah, and said, what? Why are people lying about me stepping aside? There's no money. Like, he could have come out laughing. You know what I'm saying? He could have laughed at these rumours. Step aside. Are you having a laugh? This guy getting his booty popped. I'm going to make the booty pop. 100%. That's what he could have said. Anthony Zest Johnston could have come out and said, listen, I don't know about step aside. What I do know is Usyk booty going to be popping. Yeah? He going to be, trust me, 100%. He going to make the booty pop. That's what he could have said. Instead, oh man, well, I can't believe what y'all saying. I didn't say this. See, that's what you call playing with semantics. The point is this, Johnston. People are alleging you are, in some way, some form, going to accept step aside. That's the crux of it. You coming out moaning about the details, well, why are people saying things I haven't said yet? Wait for me to tell you. That's not the beef of the problem, Zest. Do you understand? The beef of the problem is you taking step aside or not. But you didn't address that. You addressed everything around it. Well, even if I do accept step aside, wait to hear it from me. I'm a smart businessman. I'll let you know. He's mad, yeah, that we've told you what's going to happen before he got a chance to colour the narrative. He's not mad at people taking shots at his character. He didn't say, I can't believe you lot think I'm that soft. He didn't say, I can't believe you think I'd take step aside over revenge. He hasn't said that. He said he can't believe people have jumped the gun and leaked the news. That's what he's complained about. He's mad that we've told the public what's going to happen. And in specifically, he's mad at me. And that's what I don't get. Why are you sitting and trying to play indirect game for? Let's call a spade it. And that's what you don't. And that's the thing. One thing I do respect about Johnson is he knows who not to bark at. Listen, you didn't want nothing to do with Mr. No Power Usyk. I'll tell you what you don't want. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Listen, Johnson, you've got middleweight problems. You don't want YB problems. That's what you don't want. Because I'll pop you right in your mouth and you'll go galloping backwards, just like I did against Mr. Blobby. Yeah, Mr. Blobby had you dancing for your life, and Mr. Middleweight had your mouth popped in the first round and had your eye all bust up. So let me tell you what you don't want. Yeah. Like I said, what you need to do, don't worry about what the YB do. What you need to do is worry about handling them Mr. Blobby problems you've got. You've got, listen, Johnston, yeah, the YB's somewhere up there to you, because you've got Mr. Blobby problems and Mr. Middleweight problems. Go and handle them, then me and you can talk, yeah, about finding some boss. But like I said, I'm glad that it was me that preceded Zest Johnston finding a little piece of bass, even though it's not been directed in the right direction. Because don't forget, all this bass you've got now, I mean, did you see him wagging his finger? Who's he wagging his finger at? I'll tell you who, listen, I'll tell you who he ain't wagging his finger at. It's a shame he weren't wagging his finger at Mr. Middleweight. It's a shame he weren't wagging his finger in front of Mr. Blobby. You was galloping for Mr. Blobby. Ruiz didn't even train for a month. And listen, Johnston, you was running for your life. Yeah? About wagging your finger. That's what you want to focus on. About, oh man, I'm a businessman and I'll make smart business decisions. So what he's basically saying is that, yeah, I'm going to accept the 50 million, but I'm mad that I'm mad that the YBs told you the truth and told you before I got a chance to say. That's what he said, people. So you AJ fans coming at me left, talking about, oh, YB, you're wrong, and where did he say it's a complete lie? He didn't say that. He didn't say these rumours are absolutely false. Yeah, my wick is going straight into Usyk. Yeah, my wick. Listen, my wick has got a confirmed date with Usyk. He didn't say that. He said, well, I'm gonna make a smart decision, and when I do, I'll let you know. So that's and that's the problem with a lot of you dons. You're like 60 IQ, so you don't see these things. You hear it and you just believe it. You take it as well. You don't. I'm not sure what you do, truth be known, because I'm 190 IQ, so I wouldn't know what you 60 IQ dons be doing and thinking. But what we know is you ain't reading between the lines. Yeah. And again, all this energy from Zest. I'm glad it was me that brought it out of him. Because just imagine, yeah, if I was in the camp now. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm having these effects on people. Because listen, let's call a spade again. Who else has quoted Johnston? No one else has. The only person who's put a quote out there from Johnston is me. Oops. Yeah? Let's call a spade. Who else been doing it then? Name someone. Name someone in the last 24 hours who put a quote out. There ain't no one. I'm the one who be quoting Zest. and making up quotes. Because you know what I mean? What are you gonna do? Yeah. Listen, Johnston. I wish you would do something. Yeah. I wish you'd have had that same level of boss when you was in there defending my coins. That's what I wish you was doing. Do you know what I'm saying? I wish you felt that level of uproar when my coins was on the line. That's what I wish. About who's saying this and wait till I've give you the confirmation and all this stuff. So anyway, listen, bottom line, people, this for me, in fact, all you AJ fans telling me that, oh, you're wrong and you're barking at the wrong tree and AJ's shut down your lies. No word of a lie. From hearing this, from hearing the words he spoke, I'm actually 99% sure now he is stepping aside. When you put all the other information together, and now, in the face of allegations, it's like someone calling you a nonce case. If someone says, why be you a nonce case? And I say, well, what do you mean? Why are you telling people now? Wait till you hear it from my mouth. Imagine that, innit? Imagine someone calling you a nonce case, yeah, and replying by saying, why are you saying it now? Wait till I... you know what I'm saying? Imagine it. Why be you a nonce? Well, don't say it now. Wait for me to confirm it. What do you mean, wait for you to confirm it? Are you a nonce or not? You should be denying... You should be... The first thing on your mind should be... If that's how you feel, if I'm not a nonce case, yeah, I'm going to tell you, what are you talking about? Yeah, rumour, the problem with the rumour isn't who said it, or when it was said, or someone breaking the news. The problem with the rumour is it's false. You ain't said it's false. You're mad that we got the jump on you. You're mad that the YB got the jump. That's the way it goes, yeah? When you got contacts, you got contacts. When your team's full of chattermouths, what can I do? That's on you. Yeah, you don't listen, AJ. You don't run a tight ship. All your mans are chattermouths. They chat too much, and that's why I got the leaks on you. Got the drop on you. Simple as that. Suck it up. Yeah, you got a big L to wear. That's on you, not on me. Yeah, if you've got a team full of chatty patties, what do you want me to do about that? Yeah, tell your team to tighten up. That's what you want to do. Listen, you need to sit your team down and tell them to tighten up because their game is chatty patty game, 100%. Anyway, listen. Am I disappointed? Well, part of me, there is 1% of me that thinks there's a chance that maybe, like, again, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm glad, like I said at the start of the video, I'm glad that there's something here, maybe. Do you know what I'm saying? There's something. It's the first time we've seen Johnston clap back at these kind of things there. It wasn't the right clap back, for me personally. Just some of the wording. Like I said, the whole thing about the business. Oh, I'm a businessman. I make smart business decisions. Yeah, that's been half the problem, Johnston. Yeah? Part of your problem is you be making... In fact, you don't. That's a lie. You don't make smart business decisions. Because if you did, you'd have sacked your bum team and brought the YB in. That's what you would have done. That would have been a smart business decision. You got a bunch of bums round you. You got a bunch of bums. Ron McCracken, bum. Fernando Alonso, bum. Your gym team, bum. A bunch of bums. So you're not that smart at business. Because if you was, your team wouldn't be bums. And you wouldn't have catch your pants against Mr. Blobby. And you wouldn't have got worked by a middleweight that Sean Porter laid hands on. Sean Porter, Mr. B-Level 147, Mr. B-Level 147 laid hands on the man who popped your eye for you. Yeah, popped your eye and sent you packing and had you on the stool all sorry looking for yourself. 100%. Have you, no word of a lie, I've never seen a boxer look as sorry for himself as Zest Johnson did at the end of the Usyk fight. You was goosed. Imagine that. Imagine going in there with a middleweight, yeah, and being that goosed. When Sean Porter used to put weights in his shorts to get a piece of Usyk. Wow, it's bad. It's bad for Zest. Yeah? It's bad for Mr. Zest trying to find his bars, trying to find his bars. You was searching for them. But I'm glad. I'm glad it was me. I'm glad it was me, yeah, that made you kind of find that within you. It's a shame that, just imagine, like I said earlier, imagine if I was in the camp now. I've already got him. I got him exactly where I want him. Yeah? Exactly where I want you. And you know what I'm saying? It's a shame your whole team, all them, you got 20-man team and not one of them man could bring that out of you. Innit? All them man who were with you all day, and they couldn't find no bass in you for the last 2 years. The YB put one video out, and you're all barsy looking. Yeah? Oh, too funny, man. Listen. What can I say on this one? Well, there is a chance that I'm wrong. Yeah, maybe he ain't gonna accept step aside. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what this comes down to, as I've explained. I just don't see it myself. And I would have felt a lot more comfortable. He could have shot this down, couldn't he? Let's be real now. He could have shot it down. Shut it down. And in fact, before I go, I do want to replay some of the actual words, because I do believe they're relevant, just so you can appreciate the language. He said from the start, I haven't done any interviews. Where has the YB been getting his quotes from that he put in the thumbnail? Because like I said, if you actually look at the last 24 hours, no one has quoted Zest Johnson apart from me. I quoted him. I quoted him as saying he loves money and that's all he cares about. He doesn't care about pride or defending. He doesn't care about pride or revenge. He cares about the coin. I'm the one who quoted him. So stop playing. That's the thing. You can tell he needs me more than he understands. Because if he was, right, the fact he don't want to address me by name tells you he's shook. He knows who his pappy is. Yeah, he know. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones. He knows who not to point fingers at. So you're right. You best keep it anonymous. Because what you don't want, yeah, that's what you don't want. Anyway, so like I was saying, he goes, I haven't done any interviews. Where has the YB been getting his quotes from? I haven't signed no contract. I haven't seen no contract. Stop listening to BS until it comes from me. I'm a man. I'm a man. I handle my own business. I make calculated business decisions. I make smart business decisions. Don't listen to other sources. If I tell you something, then you'll know it's real. Well, I mean, if that there isn't an indictment on this whole situation, this is again level 99 woof from Johnston. He loves to woof, doesn't he? He loves to be cryptic. Rather than coming out, if it was me, yeah, I'd tell you straight, one way or the other, about you haven't signed no contract. What does that mean then? We already know that Eddie Hearn, I'm pretty sure, in fact I know, Eddie Hearn said, oh, AJ doesn't even sign things. About a year ago, Eddie Hearn said, oh, AJ doesn't even sign things and I've got power of attorney, I sign it for him. That's what, 100%, no word of a lie. That's what I've heard before. I've heard Eddie Hearn say he doesn't even show it to AJ half the time and he just signs it. Oops. So, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. These guys think they're smart, you see. I do one of them ones. Why can't you be straight? Be honest. Come out. you could come out. And that's what, I can't lie, I tried to do you a favour yesterday. I tried to save you. I tried to do your thinking for you. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, please Fury, handle my light work for me, because I haven't got the courage to do it myself. Yeah? And I love the coin too much. All I care about is coin. That's what you're thinking. You love the coin. You love coin and you don't like hard work. That's a fact. Don't get me wrong. Is AJ hard working in the gym? Does he love to pump weights? Absolutely. You are the #1 weight pumper. But when it comes to getting stuck in and burying that chin on your chest and tucking them elbows in, you don't want nothing to do with that no more. That's what you don't want. And that's what history has shown. You don't want to go to that dark place that you sometimes are required to go to be considered a great. You don't want to go there, and that's fine. I'm not saying I would either, but the difference is I'm not masquerading like I'm going to do something. Well, apart from the Tyrone, but you know what I'm saying? You're out here trying to hang around still. Go and retire. I told you before. Why are you hanging around trying to just lay back in the cut? It don't work like that. Go and sit your retired ass down, because you psychologically you've already been retired. Mr. Blobby retired you. That's what it is. Hate to break it to you. I've seen you cack your pants against Pulev, against Kurbrat Bumlev. Bumlev's useless. I'm sorry, he's useless. Bumlev has never KO'd no one worth anything, and you was cacking your pants for 10 rounds against him, running around the place, galloping backwards. It's embarrassing. I'm with Mr. Blobby. I'm with Mr. Middleweight. So what are we doing here? Yeah? About business and decisions. You don't make any decisions yourself. In fact, what you do make, all the decisions you make are always in the same direction. You look for a way just to make more coin with no risk. And even after the Klitschko fight, you said, I don't really want to be hit anymore. Even though I'm in boxing, I don't really want to get hit anymore. What does that mean? You're going to get hit. Everyone gets hit. And that's what you can tell it. People who understand the sport of boxing can see it. Ruiz too. Bumlev. Usyk. You spend more time worrying about getting clipped than you do about actually winning. And that's why you're now a bottom. Well, that's why you've been a bottom for a while. You went, when was the last time you've seen Johnston top someone? He don't be topping no one. Yeah, you're bottom line. I don't know what things you got going on. I know you got some Frank Maloney thing going on, some Kelly Maloney, but obviously that's your business, isn't it? Everyone's entitled to their own private lives. I'm just telling you what it is. All I'm saying is, yeah, your whole Kelly Maloney thing is spreading into your public life. It's spreading into your business life, unfortunately. So that's the problem. I've told you before, you can't mix private life with public life. Or you can't mix private life. You can't let your private life spill into what you're trying to achieve. Yeah? That's what you can't do. And unfortunately, that's the case. We've seen AJ and this moistness, encouraged by his team, it's spread now everywhere. And the worrying thing is, he can't even see it himself. He's so blinded from what's actually happened, he can't see it, and that's why he's mad at everyone else. You should be mad at you. You should be mad at yourself. You should be mad at the people around you for allowing it to get to this situation. Because people have alleged that you've got no courage. You don't want no revenge. And your response to that is that you're a businessman and that you'll make a smart business decision. Wow. No one's questioned your ability. Well, I have, but for the main, no one. The people aren't interested in your ability to. I don't know what happened. It's weird. No word of a lie. For 90% of AJ's career, I never heard him mention business. It was only until he started to suck in the ring. All of a sudden now, all we can hear out of him is how smart he is at business. He reminds me of like one of these Instagram guys. Yeah, they got no real substance. Or like Floyd, got no real substance. Oh man, I got the Gucci belt. Oh, I got the Gucci hat. It's limited edition. And I got the Hermes. And I got the Maybach, and some people call it Maybach and Maybach. Funny style dudes, man, I swear down. Yeah, and you're sitting there talking about designer brands. How old are you? 18, 17. Big hardback 40, 34-year-old man. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh man, some people call it Maybach and others call it May. You zesty, Floyd. And the same as Johnston, he the same kind of thing. Oh man, I'm a businessman and I'm on Instagram and I got the private jet and I'm on the PJ, and people aren't interested in hearing the business you've got going on. We want to hear that you want it. We want to hear that you're fixing to make music booty pop. Yeah? If you ain't trying to make his booty pop, what are we doing here? We're not bothered. We don't care about your business. That's good for you. Oh, don't mean to tell a lie. There is some zesty Johnston fans who are more interested in the coin he's making. But me, real fans, don't care. I care about you getting stuck in. If you can't do that, go and retire and talk about business with all your chummy friends you pay to have around you. Oops. Yeah?